Hey guys, this is part 2 of the Aries mid-May 2015 tarot horoscope video. So where I was talking about the spread being a little bit hot and cold, okay? And so the card in the immediate future is this Eight of Cups card, okay? Which is a card that's about it's a mermaid and she's moving away from trouble on the surface, okay? This is sometimes, to me, this is about a person who needs to go for a swim, who needs to go deep, who needs to maybe get in touch with their emotions, get in touch with their intuition, take some time out, okay, to move, and this is also one of the moving cards. So some of you may be moving. Message me if you are, okay? At the end of May. Okay, so this is mid-May to the end of May, and some of you may be moving. Um, and some of you may have Pisces in your chart somewhere because this is the Pisces. Some of you may be married to Pisces or have a partner as a Pisces. But this is moving away from, this is having peace of mind. This is moving away from troubling times. So to me, it's a very volatile relationship that you're in, Aries. It seems like you break up. To me, this is breakup, heartache, and then you make up here, okay? This is where maybe there's feelings that start, okay? You have feelings for that person. And then you get into an argument and, arguments start, maybe you're arguing and then you kind of kiss and make up again, okay? You kiss and make up, okay? And then, you break up again, okay? So history is going round and round for you. I think at the end of May, to me, the Tower is final. The Tower is final. The Tower is no more. The pain that you went through here isn't, this card I'm trying to say isn't as final as the Tower. The Tower is that moment of time where the old is done with, really done, okay? It's bigger than the Three of Swords. To me, the Tower is a major arcana card, and it's a major lesson that we all have to learn. So, to me, Aries, it's a roller coaster. To me, it's an absolute roller coaster. You actually have this card. It's so funny I'm talking about this. While I'm saying that, is you have this Knight of Pentacles, which, what is he doing? He's riding this beast monster thing, okay? And as you can only imagine, this is like a worm that's kind of going like this through the forest of life. That's a roller coaster. That's exactly what a roller coaster is. Someone who's going too fast, someone who's only got tunnel vision, focused completely on their goal, not really paying much attention to what's going on around them, very self-absorbed. To me, this is you, Aries. You're self-absorbed, and the thing is, you're supposed to be, because that's what you're here to learn in this life, is to get to understand yourself and self-acceptance and self-acknowledgement and self-worth, okay? And doing things for yourself, standing on your own 2 feet. These things you're here to learn. But it's hard for you to learn them because a lot of times Aries gets caught up in emotions and drama, and there's not enough planning, and there's not enough of the word concrete evidence to validate your paranoias and your fears, okay? So, an Aries can be very square. Not everyone, but an Aries can be very square. Not everyone's square, but typically Aries are very like, okay, this is the facts, this is how it is, don't argue with me, kind of thing. That's how an Aries a lot of times is. And it's funny because when it comes to their fears are unfounded. There really aren't a lot of facts to kind of back up their fears. They just have a lot of fears that are just overwhelming them all the time. And part of it is because they're the infants of the zodiac, and because I believe the Aries constellation there's only like, I don't know how many stars, there's only a few, okay? And it's small, it's a small constellation. And so the Aries kind of has this ego problem in a way where everything seems bigger and scarier than it is. It's sort of like the Aries has this perspective of an ant, okay? They're very small. In a way, they're small, not small-minded, but like they see them, perceive everything else as being very, very big, where bigger than it is, much scarier and much bigger than it is. So something that maybe, like a dinosaur, like if an Aries went to the museum, like the dinosaur is going to be like humongous, like much, much bigger than the way they perceive it is going to be much, much bigger than everybody else, okay? The dinosaur to everybody else is really big, but the Aries is going to be freaked out, and Aries won't be able to handle it, okay? Because that's their perception. So, where am I going with this? So, I think that the main thing, Aries, is that you get caught up a lot of times in the fear energy, which is being afraid of everything, and not being in the mode of trust, and not in the mode of acceptance, and not in the mode of being responsible and thinking things through and taking like positive action steps to kind of get to where you want to be. For those of you who are not in a relationship, to me this is a traumatic incident, okay? This is something traumatic that happened in the past, okay? And that I feel like you've recovered from, but it's still kind of clouding it. And my suggestion is don't sweep it under the rug. Don't be like, well, I'm over it already, because to me, you're not over it. To me, it's still coming up in your spread, and it's still there. So whatever traumatic, so some of you, it's a traumatic incident. It's something intense maybe that you went through. This could also be a breakup of some sort. It doesn't have to be, though. It could be just where somebody backstabbed you or hurt you in some way. Someone might have hurt you in some way. And so I feel like the thing is it's clouding your perspective still. So you need to wash it out of your hair. You need to seek counseling, and understand that time does heal all wounds. Okay, and the antidote to this hurt is time. Okay, that's how I see it. But in the meantime, you need to stop and smell the roses. You need to take time for yourself. You need to go. You need to feel. It feels like you need to go on vacation. You need to have some R&R time. Some of you, those of you who are single, are just kind of in stress mode. Okay, this is stress mode, major stress mode. The thing that concerns me is if you are single and you're not in a relationship, the Tower is something unexpected happening that's big, okay? It feels like, to me, because you have this Knight of Pentacles, it feels like a car accident, okay? It may have already happened, and it's big, and I feel like some of you, some of you may have already happened. It may have actually happened in the past. It may have happened in the distant past. It may be that you're still having to deal with this car accident, okay? Some of you are still dealing with it for some reason. But it feels like and so those of you who have not been in a car accident, okay, and I'm knocking on wood here, that you need to really be careful. You need to really slow down, okay, and really pay attention to where you're going. Because to me, these two things together is an accident. Okay, this is you going too fast, you driving too fast, literally going too fast, not paying attention to the other drivers. And then what's unexpectedly coming in is this Tower. To me, that's a car accident. It's an accident waiting to happen. So you need to, and I don't normally say that because it's very negative, Aries, but I'm giving you the heads up here that, if you slow down, okay, if you slow down, and you really pay attention to where you're going, okay? I pulled another card, and you got the Four of Wands card. It will change the energy, okay? The Four of Wands is joy, actually. The Four of Wands is the joy. So the thing about the car accident, okay, so let's talk about that. Sometimes, you know, my guides show me things. Not everything that a psychic will tell you or that my guides show me comes to pass. Sometimes it's the interpretation that's very important, okay? So in this instance, it feels like the car accident is kind of a metaphor for your life. In a way, you're traveling at high speed and you need to slow down and pay attention and live your life and do it in a joyful way and start to actually enjoy. And there's joy as part of enjoy, okay? Enjoy your life by spending time with family, spending time with friends, doing things that are fun, getting back on the horse if you've fallen off in some way. So it's sort of like the car accident is what would happen if you don't start to really be more active in your life and be more active and pay attention and kind of, I feel like you need to kind of snap out of it. Like you need to kind of like really start to embrace your life. Embrace your, like I said, family, embrace your friends, embrace going out, embrace having fun. Some of you just need to dance and listen to music. You know, some of you kind of just need to like get loose, you know. I do see, like, I keep seeing, and maybe this is just my fantasy getting tangled up here in the reading, but some, you know, it's like my guides are showing me like that, the image of like a kind of like a party on the beach, you know, someplace tropical. You kind of need to do that, you know, where you're kind of out and you're like having, you know, maybe friends over, you meet some people on the beach and you may be having a couple of beers and you're kind of partying on the beach. If you do go to a beach party this summer, let me know, okay, at the end of May, okay? For those of you who live in like a warmer climate, maybe in California or someplace south. Some of you maybe who live in, I'm getting Mexico, some of you who live in Mexico, or, I mean, I have clients who are all over the world, so really you could be anywhere there's a beach. You need to think of life as a beach. You know, that's kind of like your new motto, Aries. I'm giving you a new motto for the end of May and then June as well, okay? So you need to think of it like that. So don't take from away this video, oh my God, I'm going to get into a car accident. No. You know, I'm sure some of you will because that's just the numbers. That's just how it goes. You know, some people get into accidents, car accidents all the time. But some of you just need to really slow down, pay attention, figure out what they're doing with their life. Okay, some of you, it's like life is, you know, you're headed for a train wreck, basically. You know, it's a disaster kind of waiting to happen. So you need to really get it together, okay? Get organized and take time out. Take time off. I just feel like some of you just need to take time off. In order to get over this, time is necessary. Some of you may, and to me the outcome, you got the work card. Some of you may have just got, like to me, gone back to work right after this. Like maybe the next day. And what you needed to do was kind of go to the beach and party. What you needed to do was maybe chill out for a day or two and not do maybe much of anything except kind of rest and recover. The thing about the Tower is that it was blocking you from, so literally, if you slow down and you start to enjoy your life, you will have, and you Aries, you always get these cards. I feel like you always get this card. This is the Ace of Pentacles, okay? This is the good fortune money card, okay? And the outcome is the Spider card, which is the job, work, income card. So those of you who are looking for work, you are too focused. You are too like tunnel vision, like thinking to yourself, you know, I only want to be a nurse. You know, I only want to um, maybe take, you know, focus in school on medicine or something like that. Okay. You know, I don't know why that's coming to me, but you know, you're being too overly focused. Okay, too close-minded about things in your life. You know, you may see a job advertisement for something, but you may totally discount it because it may not even be like in what you would normally do, but they might hire you on the spot, you know, or they might triple your salary or do something kind of crazy. Because to me, this is a job that pays good money. This is good money. So for those of you who take the extra time and stay open-minded, you're really going to come into some money. I feel like, and the job is going to bring you good fortune and happiness at the end of May. Towards the end of May, I feel like you're going to come into some serious prosperity. And this is really great. I feel like, okay, let's just say, even if you do, some of you are going to get divorced and are going to break up, okay? Some of you are. For those of you who are, I feel like you are going to move past it, and you're going to have some family. You're going to have family abundance. Your family's going to be there for you. I don't feel like you're going to just wallow in despair forever. And you're going to actually have, to me, the Four of Wands is romance, happy family times, joy, being in a really great spot. Okay. Plus, you're going to have this abundance, and you're going to have this job card. To me, this is a really good combination of cards, and also this emotional kind of links up here with this emotional. To me, you're really going to have it all, okay? But you've got to let go of this relationship. I think for some of you, this relationship is toxic, okay? And it needs to go, and that's why the Tower is coming in to take care of it, okay? Others, you need to watch out about car accidents and speeding and going too fast, and you need to slow down and really just stop and smell the roses, okay? And if you do that, I feel like you also are going to have, you know, you also are going to have a job that pays you really good money, emotional happiness. You know, this is financial stability. This is just the whole package to me. This is the whole package, Aries. Everything you could want, really. The way I see it, at the end of May is you can pretty much get everything you want. It's sort of like, in a way, there's no way to go. There's no place but up from here to go, because to me this is a low point, okay? This is a very low point. And with the Tower coming in, this is like a double low point, okay? This is serious. And this is really painful. This is something this is traumatizing. This is intense. This is sudden, unexpected kind of thing. But where you're going from here is that you're going to recover, because you're going to feel joy again. You're going to be uplifted in some way. In time, you're going to be uplifted. But you do need to slow down. Irregardless of what's going on, you need to slow down. And you're going to be in a much better place. And you did get the Chariot in the position of emotions, actually. And the Chariot is, and there may be somebody in your life, you know, Aquarius, Cancer, could be even a Taurus, could be a Libra or a Gemini, any of the air signs, potentially even a Scorpio or a Cancer. I already said Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces female in your life that's could even be a Capricorn with like Aquarius ascendant or something like that. Someone that's just helping you through things, okay? This is a person that really wants the best for you. To me, I don't see this as you, although if you have like an Aquarius or like Cancer or Pisces or Scorpio in your chart somewhere, then this could be you. This is emotionally, this is success though. It may not be a person, it may just be success, it may be really good news. Some of you, this is a job opportunity. This is a major job opportunity, okay? But you need to slow down to see it. You need to be open to it. Don't close off to it. It may be something that you would never do, but it is really amazing, okay? Say yes. That's what I'm telling you. Say yes. Yeah. You need to say yes, because if you say yes, I pulled another card, and this is the Sun card, okay? And the Sun card is riding off into the sunset, and this is a happy ending. So the trauma that you may go through, if you haven't already experienced it, okay, to me is, it's going to be short-lived, because it's not, I don't feel like the energies are going to carry on. They're not going to carry on into the future this way. I don't see it that way, okay? I mean, obviously, life goes on, and you may also, you know, have other issues later down the line for other things, but not, it's like not the same stuff, you know? And I feel like those of you who are in a relationship, this relationship is going to come to an end, and you're going to move on from it, and you're going to be much happier for it. I feel like you're going to be better off. So don't go back. Those of you who are in a relationship, do not go back. Don't go back. Don't go back into arguing and fighting and the cycle of all the craziness. No, it's better to move on, because I mean, to me, it's final. And don't wait for that person to come back either, because just to make sure that, a lot of people do it for the power. They're like, you know, they want the power to know that somebody wants to come back. You know, they kind of like want to hold that over them. Don't do that. But speaking of power, there's one last card actually that I failed to mention, and this is the card. This is a very important card. Sometimes I get so excited, I get wrapped up in what I'm doing. This is the heartbeat of the reading, actually. This is where you're at in this very moment. This is the track that you're on. If you were a train, this is where you're headed, okay? And this is a girl or guy who's sitting on top of the world. And to me, this is an amazing card. Okay, this is an amazing card. This is power and achievement. This is also good for real estate, investments, accumulation of properties, feeling like you've arrived. Okay, this is a moment in time, or even, you know, this is just how it is right now for you, where you're coming to your own power. You know, you're coming to your own. Some of you are very successful. And some of you, it has to do with real estate. Maybe you're successful in real estate, okay? Some of you have several cats. Message me if you have several cats. In a way, it has very little to do with money. Your success has to do with your spirituality, actually. It has to do with more the fact that you, in a way, would be okay living in a hut. Selling Girl Scout cookies, you know, for $1 a box or whatever they sell them for. I don't really know, but say, you know, I'm pretty sure it's probably more than that. It's probably more like $5 a box. I don't know, but you know, it's to you, money is not the most important thing. Love is the most important thing, and it's not the only thing, but it's the most important thing for you, and it's your spirituality that helped you to arrive at this place. And you're a good person, and you're kind and you're caring. And the thing is that, you know, to me, it's like you're going through some, for those of you who aren't in real estate, those of you who are just kind of going through this time where you've arrived in your own power, okay? In the sense that you really are kind of in control. Like, you're more in control of your life than maybe you ever have been, okay? And some of you, the issue is the relationship that you've been in or were in isn't healthy for you, okay? Or some of the situations in your life, circumstances, haven't been healthy for you. Some major stuff has happened that may kind of turn out to be, in a way, it kind of throws you off your pedestal a little bit. Kind of knocks you down for a minute. But the reward, but there's still a great reward that comes from, in a way, being knocked off the pedestal, or kind of, I'm getting the words falling from grace in some way. I don't know what that means exactly, but it's sort of like things don't go as planned, but it's all good in the end, basically what I'm trying to say. So this is where you're at this moment, and I feel like you're about to go through some tough stuff, or you may have already gone through some tough stuff. The main thing you need to watch out for is you're going too fast, and that brings on accidents very easily because your energy becomes too scattered, where you're not living in the moment. And by scattered, it's like that the wish card, actually, and I was just talking about that card, the wish card, where all the seeds are getting, blown through the air, and that's scattered. So it's like all your energy is sort of getting blown through the air, and you don't even realize it. And so that all that kind of frenetic energy creates a lot of tension, which is why you got the tension card. And you're kind of in this, pressure cooker situation. Or just feeling like, right at this moment, feeling really good, but in relationships, it's been kind of a pressure cooker, and there's been some outside circumstances, things that have happened to you, and or things that will happen to you, whether it's a marriage or divorce, that or a breakup, that has caused you some strife, caused you some struggle. And the main thing is that you're going to recover from it, you're going to move past it, and no matter what happens, it's all good in the end. Yeah, I feel like the end of May, early June is going to be a great time for you. So, especially financially. To me, I'm never really worried about Aries' finances, okay? An Aries that's worried about his finances usually just needs to put its nose to the grindstone and start to work. Because Aries can become disillusioned, and they have a lot of fears, and they don't see things, like I was talking about earlier, the way other people see them. They see it in a very fearful type way. So it's important for Aries to have that perspective, and to see things from, right now it's weird because it's weird that I was talking about it, because the heartbeat of the reading is you're sitting on top of the world. So in a way, you may feel like, and it may be an ego thing with you, you may feel like you're better or you're bigger than everybody else, okay? But normally, it's like there's this inferiority complex thing going on, or superiority complex thing going on with your ego. And Aries struggles with the ego because it has the perspective, usually, of somewhere in its personality, of feeling or seeing things, sort of feeling very, very small, and seeing things as being very big and very scary, okay? Like from the ant perspective. So if you kind of came into your own power, and maybe you started thinking of yourself as maybe bigger than everybody else, then the universe may be kind of cutting you back down a little bit so that you can get a more balanced perspective of everything around you, and maybe kind of, in a way, grounding you a little bit. So the whole point about you going through any kind of trauma or breakup is to ground you, is to get you into that now moment, is to slow you down, is to say, oh, okay, these are the things that you need to work on, basically. As good as that being on top of the world feeling is, or that being in that high position, or being in that place, the universe brings us life lessons and experiences that we still need to go through to understand each perspective, whether it's that ant perspective or whether it's on top of the world perspective. So yeah, so that's all that I really have to say. I think I've said it all in this reading. But feel free to email me if you'd like a private reading. My email, again, is elizabetholson31@gmail.com. I send you lots of love, big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.